Brighton won, West Ham won, the curse continues at Brighton. We just cannot beat Brighton in the Premier League. It doesn't matter if they don't have Glenn Murray. They didn't have Lewis Dunk. They didn't have Neil Maupay. We had pretty much our strongest 11, if not our strongest 11, and we failed to beat Brighton again. And I don't know when we're going to beat them, but yeah, they are just our bogey team. But it's a very disappointing performance, a very flat performance today from West Ham, because I was very confident going into this game, not because of the fact that, you know, we're just playing Brighton, but the teams that we are playing, Brighton, Southampton and West Brom, the teams, their seasons are finished, you know. They got their sandals on. They can't wait till that final whistle in the 38th game of the season so them guys can book their holidays into the green travel zone and go away. They're absolutely buzzing that they're safe. Their season is done. West Ham, on the other hand, we've got so much to fight for. Whilst the Champions League was very slim before, if we won our next 3 games, if results went against for us, Liverpool, draw, and Chelsea get a defeat or somewhere along the lines in their final 2 games, the Champions League was a very, very good possibility, whilst very, very slim. But today, we were a team that accepted that we weren't going to get the Champions League. We lacked intensity. It looked like we were the team that was sitting 17th in the Premier League. You know, our seasons had been done and we were just going through the motions. We were very, very poor today, in my opinion. And Brighton, you know, the attitude of the players were very, very good. They were the ones that looked like they were going to try and win the game. They were trying to play with intensity. But Basuma and Alzati in the middle of the park were very, very good. They were getting down our wide areas, exposing our left back and right back spaces and putting balls across the box and in the opening stages. And when West Ham did get the ball, when West Ham did have the ball, it was very laboured, it was very side to side, it was in front of Brighton. And the commentator spoke during the game and he mentioned about Brighton, when they get into their 3-5-2 formation or 5-3-2 formation, they're very, very good at sitting deep and counter-attacking. But whilst they have the ball, they've got the ability to maintain possession. And that's exactly what happened. We weren't pressing, we were happy for Brighton to have the ball with their centre-backs, and it just really lacked the intensity. However, in the first half, you know, the first 45 minutes flew by in terms of the fact that West Ham done absolutely nothing with the ball. Brighton had a couple of chances, and then we started to create some chances. Fornals, whether he meant it or not, the ball was played into him, a little knock round the side, and Fornals throughout the season, he's really grown on me as a player, really grown on me, Fornals. I wasn't his biggest fan. I liked him, but I wasn't his biggest fan. I really, really like Fornals. He really has grown onto me. But if there's one sort of, gripe that Fornals has, is that his lack of pace, because he's took it round the Brighton defender, and you're thinking, right, if that's Lingard on that ball, he probably runs away from those Brighton centre-backs and he takes the shot. Fornals, he's trying to get that acceleration to run away from the Brighton defence, and it just didn't happen, and they got in. But then, again, the ball got pulled back. Fornals hits a shot, cleared. Then again, literally 2 minutes later, another shot from Fornals that was pulled back, and it got blocked. So the last 5 minutes of that first half were very, very positive. And we had to go into that second half in the same vein of form within that 5-minute period that we had. Intensity, winning the 50-50s, maintaining pressure on that Brighton defence. Because for those 5 minutes, we were very, very good. We were winning the 50-50s. We were maintaining pressure and we were maintaining our attacks. But in the second half, it was more of the same. Very laboured, very side to side. West Ham sort of accepting the fact they weren't even going to get in the Champions League, almost accepting the fact that, all right, we're just going to, let's just not avoid defeat here. Go and win the game, West Ham. Show some, more belief in yourselves. We've played really well for large parts of this season, but today I feel like we were just very laboured, and that was very surprising considering the attitude and sort of the spirit of the players that we've had throughout this season. However, Brighton do score a goal. They do score a goal. It's a fantastic goal, to be fair. The defence was pretty narrow. It's a fantastic ball played from Percy Tau, whoever he is. And first time I've ever seen him play for Brighton. Fantastic ball in between. And it's a fantastic finish. A very well-timed run from Danny Welbeck over Fabianski. And then finally, Ben Rama gets his first goal for West Ham. It's a fantastic finish from the edge of the box. Really good, fantastic, really, really good finish. He from his Brentford days, he's got the ability to shoot from outside the box. We've seen inconsistencies in Ben Rama's game this season. He will have a period of games where we have 2 or 3 very good games, and he will go on a dry spell with 2 or 3 games today in a row. But that goal was very, very good. That was a goal taken with someone who's been scoring 10, 15 goals all season, creating goals, scoring goals on a consistent basis. And whilst he's got 6 assists from West Ham, it was a very, very good finish. It was a very quiet game from Jesse Lingard. Again, Jesse Lingard, it seemed that if he wanted to get involved in the game, he was dropping deeper and deeper, which obviously, helped Brighton because, they want the opposition creative players as far away from their goal as possible. I think the Brighton defenders done very well on Antonio. I think Antonio today just couldn't get into the game. Balls that got played down the channels, he ran towards them and then he just seemed to lose the ball off Webster or off Ben White. And I thought the 3 Brighton defenders coped well with Antonio. Lingard was very, very quiet. Bowen didn't do much wrong, I felt like he was probably... he was one of the better of the 3. I think he was certainly better than Lingard, but of course you are probably going to leave Lingard on because he does have that extra little bit of quality in terms of scoring goals. 4 hours I thought in the first half was very good in terms of he had a couple of shots inside the box that got blocked, but he was very tidy in possession. But again, what we've sort of seen that we sort of saw against Everton in the second half is we need to sign a creative player, another creative player, whether that is Andres Pereira. We're going to have to find the money. The owners have got to give Moyes money because whilst we're very good at counter-attacking, and we've seen that throughout stages of this season, where some teams will go and will press high and we'll try and, be the ones that sort of, impose ourselves on the game, have more possession, like at home to Sheffield United. But then there's games like Leeds away where we're happy to soak up possession and we're exploiting the spaces that are left behind by Leeds United. But today, when Brighton got into their shape, it was very hard for West Ham. West Ham found it difficult to break Brighton down. We as I said, we were laboured in possession, left to right, nothing really into the middle of the park. Can we get on the half turn and drive at the Brighton defence? So for me, West Ham, whilst we need to sign a striker, we need to sign a centre back, we need to sign possibly another left back and a right back, and centre midfield cover. We need another creative player, whether that is, we sign Lingard on a permanent, we've got to spend 20 million or 25 million just to keep the squad as it is now. And that is by signing Lingard. We need to, if Andres Pereira is available for 20 million, the goals that he's got, 10 goals and 5 assists, he'd be someone that would, that would be viable in these kind of games where we do have bits of possession, but the opposition are very good at, are sitting back and trying to counter-attack. So West Ham need to work on that side of the game because whilst we've been very good going forward in attacking transitions and countering space and attacking space, there are times like the Everton game in the second half when they just sat deep and done a number on us, and we tried breaking them down and we just couldn't break them down. We weren't creating chances, and we had 14 shots today or 15 shots and only 2 or 3 of them were on target. And we saw a similar number against Burnley. So that means we have to make better chances, but also make better decisions, not shooting from 25, 30 yards or whatnot at every possible opportunity. And I think, sometimes that does go with Antonio. I think Antonio, again, today, he couldn't get into the game, but, sometimes he can be a bit frustrating. As soon as he gets his first sniff at goal outside the box, he wants to have a shot and it gets blocked, rather than maybe playing it to a cam and working it out wide and then trying to create a better opening. But of course, if we win our last 2 games, thank God that Everton, didn't win their game in hand against Aston Villa, but we've got to win the next 2 games. That will probably secure top 6, maybe, I don't know, or at least European football. But we can't let European football go now. We need to pick ourselves up. Moyes needs to get a morale boosting, get that side geared up and be like, 2 games, got to pick up 6 points. No excuses. Guys, hit the subscribe button for more West Ham videos. I'll catch you next time. See you later.